Hey everybody, it is Thursday night. It is the Haven Comics Quiz Show. So you know you love us. Hit that like button if you love us. If you hate us, hit that like button just for spite. And do all that while the intro plays, and then you can pay attention while we ask nerd questions. It's still me. And so far, the internet hasn't died, and my computer hasn't decided it has to reboot. So I'll count that as a win. So here we are. It's Thursday night. We are, okay, I just need to get this out of the way because I know people are already going to comment on it. Yes, I finally, after more than a year and a half, got my hair cut. This is with no product. It just does this because I am suave and debonair. I can't help it. That's what it is. And look at this. This my favorite person. Boom. And that's from a medical professional. She knows what great hair looks like. Take it back. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so people already, I knew this was going to happen. Thank you, King Bean. Do you have beans? Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Yeah, people are going to be commenting. I know that. I feel bad. Whenever Alan Breedlove, he's on vacation this week, and I know he's going to pop in here, and he's going to have not nice things to say. But, I can't help it. It is what it is because it is gone. And it's much cooler now because, Lord, that hair is hot, ladies. I don't know how you do it. You all are all my heroes. And speaking of heroes, let me introduce my co-host for the week, Jeremy. How are you, sir?
What do you mean for the week? For eternity. You signed on for a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's like lifetime and beyond. We're going to be Beetlejuice in this show.
I like that. I'm all up for that. I am drowning in work, but other than that, okay. How are you? I'm
okay. I got nothing to complain about. Life's okay. Drowning in work in a good way. And I just finished my comic book. I thought I had one right next to me.
It seems like you should have one.
I do. So
I love all these people.
Passion fruit.
Much appreciated, Jacqueline.
I finished the Kickstarter and I got the books in. As you can see, I physically have this book in my hand. So I wish
it looks like a very shiny copy of that book.
Oh, it's just in a.
I know, but
well,
congratulations.
The people at home don't know. Thank you. It feels good to finish it. That's the thing about like producing anything that I love the most is actually being able to hand it to people and to to
watch
give them
burn it.
Yep. That's it. There's a magic spark in me having an idea and then giving it to you. Like I literally put things in your brain, and that's amazing to me. So
look at that. King Bean.
Do you have beans? Who are you? What's your name?
That's Corey. He's from Texas.
Corey, I'm going to slip you some extra art.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, because he kickstarted. Bearded Panda, hey, how are you? Welcome aboard. We haven't said hey to everybody in the chat yet because I got off on a kick about my hair. Let's go. The one true Zachary was here first, as usual, and he's all excited about Team YouTube here.
We need to get on those shirts.
Here. Jay Thornton is here. Hello, how you doing, Jay? The good doctor, of course, is here with us. We appreciate that. Jacqueline is here with that cute dog. Love that dog. Looks like we've got Nick Ellis here, who maybe has not been permanently banned from the show, apparently. Got Doug here with us. Doug, no, don't be sad, dude. Hair grows back.
It'll grow back.
Yeah, it grows back. It's all good. With Alan out, I have a chance. That's true. Let's see. Who else we got? Jeremy, you're getting congratulated for your book coming out.
Thank you.
Got Panda with us. King Bean is already like part of the Kickstarter, so he's getting your book, and he's excited about some art being thrown in. It'll probably be Venom or Spider-Man. Those are the ones he seems to gravitate to. Although there's also a lot of Man-Thing that goes in there too.
I got a bunch of extra Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle drawings, so
Oh, excellent.
it'll probably be that. And it looks like he might like that.
He very well may. Jason Edmonds in the house. Let's win some stuff because Jason Edmonds always wins stuff. Dude is fast on the draw. Lucky beans. Look at this. People are wanting to steal his Turtles poster.
Can't disappoint a kid. So I'm mailing all the Kickstarter stuff out this weekend. So I'll mail it out this weekend. Sorry it took so long.
Nick Ellis, I love you, brother. Oh, that's funny. I'm excited to read Joel's. Oh, so you must have ordered some of the other books, some of the original titles.
I ordered. This is my first comic book I ever made. Check out the super cheery title. I did a back order of the first Will of Black Magic. I've got 4 comics at this point. I'm building a little bibliography. It's great.
That's awesome. And as Doug says, you can never have too many TMNT. And we have a representative here from Team Facebook. So
he's on YouTube saying that.
That's legal representation too, though. But is he allowed to do that? Is that false? No. Is he misleading? Is that false representation somehow?
This is funny.
I'm not sure what the legal ramifications of that are. I'll have to give the baby a bath, but y'all remember. I hope that's just actually giving a baby a bath and not some sort of weird euphemism. Speaking of weird euphemisms, I think we should introduce our guest.
Go for it.
All right. Tonight with us, your friend and mine. If you ever have any, let's put it this way. If something weird in your neighborhood, this is the man you want to call.
What is up, guys?
Darth mystery guest.
He had a Darth Vader helmet on.
Yeah, well, well,
I missed it.
I think it's gonna get really shameful with these questions. So I have all kinds of different masks here to hide myself to say, oh gosh, I'm ashamed. But hey, we'll go with it, man. We'll roll with it. So it actually got hot, So
it's John, right?
It is, yeah.
Jon.
John, yeah.
Okay, I fixed it. All right.
So not my Josh over here either. And for anybody who does not know, Two Brothers Comics has got a new channel that is just comic book reviews. So that seems like the place, Jeremy. I don't know, Jeremy, that you might want them to take a look at your comic, Jeremy.
Well, I'll send them some comics for sure, and I won't slip in too many cutouts of either of them dressed up in Canadian clothes.
Right? Yeah, don't do that. You would never want to do that. Travis Goodwin in the house. How are you?
Travis, good to see you.
Yeah, they've got a fun crowd already brewing here tonight. This is good stuff. So, Jonathan, you are a nerd.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We're all nerds here, so you're safe. You can talk about being a nerd here.
It's a safe place here.
It's a safe place. What kind of nerd are you? What's your nerd stuff here?
I'm a paranormal nerd. So I've been ghost hunting for about 17 years. Was lucky enough to have a show on Sci-Fi about 7 years ago, I guess. And
which was called
Deep South Paranormal. We came on Sci-Fi at 9:00 on Wednesday nights. We came right after John Zaffis. There was a bunch of shows at the same time that came on during that block, but ran it for a while, and it's a cool gig, man. But been doing it for about 17 years, man. Been all over the U.S. from California to New York to Florida. I've done everything from churches to schools to jails to prisons. You name it, I've done it. So, but they're real, man. I'm telling you. I'm here to tell everybody.
Ghosts are real.
Ghosts are real.
I'm going
to prove it to you. I'm going to show you some pictures. Here's the thing, though, before I even get started, because you always have to this disclaimer out there, that it doesn't matter if a ghost walks right behind me.
Uh-huh.
Somebody's going to say, well, that was fake. Or there's no way that you're really going to ever prove that they're real unless you go yourself. And that's one of the things I love to do. I love to take people for the first time. I love to take people who are skeptics. I've taken skeptics before and literally peed in their pants when it was done. I mean, I took my brother, tell you a story. I took my brother for the first time, I guess 2 years ago, right before COVID. And he did 4 tours in Afghanistan and Bosnia. He said, I've had bombs blow up a block away from me before. And he said, I thought that was the scariest I've ever been. This dude was almost crying. He had to take a heart pill because he swore him down. He was about to have a heart attack. He's a big drinker. We had a case of beer in the back of the car, and we investigated for 6 hours, and he never cracked a beer. That's how intense he was. See,
our prize cam believes.
I like it. See, that's what it is.
She's going to love this conversation because the prize Kim and I have an ongoing debate. She believes in ghosts, and I am rational. So you and I are going to have fun too.
You're not crazy, and I am. I got you. I feel you.
No, she's going to love the ammunition. You said you're going to prove it.
I mean, again, there's nothing I can do other than taking you and showing you to really prove it. But I'm going to show you some pictures. I'm going to tell you some stories. And here's the thing: either you're going to believe me or you're not. It's it's one of those things where I don't do it to, I don't do it to be on TV or nothing. I just like do it. Look, shade thrown. That's right. Getting hot. It's getting hot up in here already.
But so I have a question for you.
Well,
how did you get started with this?
He said the coolest thing that any guest has ever said here. You had a show on the Sci-Fi Channel.
I did.
How did that happen? So, I mean, Josh, you asked the guest the same question. There's a different version of it. So give us the whole path.
Man, it was okay. It was in the time of Duck Dynasty. So Duck Dynasty was ruling the airwaves, man.
It was a different time.
It was a different time, a long time ago.
It was in the time of Duck Dynasty.
Exactly. But big beards, the country stigma was huge and stuff. So a couple guys I have a local group here with, and one of them has this long beard, plays a guitar and stuff, and we had our website. So we were just doing this, like I said, we do it for fun. It's our passion. We love to do it. And apparently we get a call one day. We'll get an email, and it says, hey, guys, we're from a company called Base Productions in Burbank, California. We'd like to see if y'all would Skype with us for the possibility of a show. And I was like, whatever, man. This is stupid. It's what? And I was like, this is just somebody playing tricks. This is some kind of scam or something. Well, the buddy of mine was like, I don't know, man. I think we should talk to him. I was like, well, it ain't going to hurt to talk. So we set up this Skype, and they got on there, and kind of like here, and he's asking us these questions. It's me and my two buddies, Ben and Keith, and we're sitting there answering these questions. And I just stopped the whole thing. I said, look, man. I said, why us? I said, you are in Burbank, California. We're in Huntsville, Alabama. Why in the world would you choose three goofy-looking country dudes to do a show? And the guy said, what do you do for a living, man? I was like, I'm an HR guy. I was like, he said, so you're kind of a white-collar guy, right? You kind of you had the desk. I said, yeah, I'd say so. Looked at the other guy, and he said, what do you do? And he's like, work in a manufacturing plant. He said, so you're a blue-collar guy, right? He looked at the other guy, and he goes, what do you do? And he goes, I'm an out-of-work musician. I'll cut grass to make some extra money. He said, you guys are reality gold. He said, you are exactly what we're looking for.
Not wrong.
No, and then when he said that, I went, ooh, this might be real. Man, before we know it, in 2 weeks' time, they flew us down to New Orleans. We shot what they call a sizzle, which a sizzle is took us about 16 hours to film it. They cut it down to 3 minutes, and it's what they pitched to a television show, our station, or our network, and they say, hey, here's what we want to present you guys, and either they approve it or not approve it. So we went down there and shot this sizzle, and when we get down there, there's 4 other people there. And we was like, who's these people? And it's so funny because we walk up, and they got a girl with them. It's 3 guys and a girl. And one of the guys had a long beard, and I was like, man, they got a girl, man. They got a girl. I was like, and it's so funny because
that's why we have the prize cam.
There you go. So they look at us, and after we talked to them later, they said, when y'all walked up, we went, oh man, that guy's got a guitar. We ain't got a chance. That guy's got a guitar. So, anyways, long story short, they basically they kept us separated all night, and we shot this sizzle, and we shot a 3-minute one. They shot a 3-minute one. But what California people didn't understand is the difference of Alabama redneck and Louisiana redneck. Cajun. Mm-hmm. A lot different. So they liked all of us, and they said, let's stick them together. So we all 7 got it, and that's how the show, man. So we literally just fell in our lap. We didn't ask for it. And then they put us against Duck Dynasty, and that was, that wasn't. They were averaging. We averaged about our first show averaged 1.2 million people watched it on the first show. It averaged, I think, if you Wikipedia it averaged about 700,000 average a week. Never fell out of the top 15 for the day on cable television. It was really successful. It did really good, but you had Duck Dynasty dropping 15 million a day, and that was they were beating the major networks. And I don't know. We went for a while. Then NBC owned Sci-Fi, and NBC got new execs, and they didn't want the Sci-Fi channel to turn into just paranormal. So they said, hey, we got to cut some shows, and that's kind of cool. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
So does he play the guitar to lure ghosts out? Does that bring him out?
We've actually tried that, and it actually works, to believe it or not. We'll play get him to play a 1 minute burst. And then I don't know if it's the vibrations from the music. I don't know if it is the music they can hear, and a lot of times we'll try to play something like if we're at a hospital and it was closed down in the 50s, we'll try to play like a music relating to the 50s, or try to play something that's with the time, the period that the place is. But no,
you don't just always play Sweet Home Alabama?
No, we don't always play Sweet Home Alabama. Or
do the ghosts like harass you and mess with you until you do?
No, but sometimes somebody else turn it up, Skinner's, so you never know, man. That's just, we will try. That's what the whole thing, man. You got to think outside the box. And we try a little bit of everything, and you would be amazed, man. When I started this 17 years ago, I was like, you grow up, you're told, oh, you didn't see nothing, go back to bed, or you're told, that's your eyes playing tricks on you or whatever. Yeah. But when I got old enough, I was like, man, I know I'm not crazy. So that kind of started the whole obsession with it. And then from there, it just grew into a passion, man. I love it. So
another big, huge, ridiculous takeaway from that for me is they're just going to call you to put you on TV. So I just got to wait. Perfect.
Yeah, that's we always tell people, man, if you're doing this to get famous and get on TV, because people think that people on TV are like, make all this money. No, you make money by going to shows and conventions and selling merchandise. That's how you make the money. Being on TV. No, we didn't make anything, but it was a cool experience, man. It's something it's something that a lot of people dream of doing, and we was lucky enough to do it. So that's cool.
Very cool.
So my question really goes back further than that. How did you decide? Like, what experience did you have that made you go, I think this is real? And not just in a passing way, but I want to investigate this.
Well, actually, it was grew up in a house, and all the stuff always happened. We had all these things going on, and then finally, my best friend, he lives out in Denver, Colorado, which is only about 40 minutes away from the Stanley Hotel, and that's where Stephen King wrote The Shining at. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so I'll go out there to visit him. And we're out there talking one day, and we was like, man. So we was talking about stuff. He was over at my house one night when all the lights came on in my house and the doors unlocked and stuff. He kind of grew up. We grew up at each other's house growing up and stuff. We were probably about 18 when this went down, and he never stayed at my house again and stuff. So we were talking about that night, and I was like, man, I was like, why don't we just go see? I was like, we can read books or we can watch shows, but we're not going to know till we do it. And he was like, let's do it. Let's go to Stanley Hotel. And that's the first place we ever went. And when we walked out of that place the next day, it was done. I was like, there is 100% proof that, that ghosts exist. It's 100%. It's not even a question, man. It is 100%.
So what happened to you? What was it? What actually happened to you that ruined you that night?
Red rum wrote across the mirror.
That's I'll tell you what. Actually, I'll show you a picture here in a second. It was that was the first night because ghosts come in spirits come in different forms. So you might see a dark shadow, or you might see a mist, or you might see this particular night. One of the things was we actually saw a full body apparition that looked just like us, looked as real. We thought it was a person sitting there. When I say this, we went down into the basement of the area, and there's a place where they do tours and they have a big TV with this history of the Stanley Hotel going and stuff. So me and my buddy Kevin, we go down there. We're waiting on this lady named Callie. She's going to let us in the dark tunnels, and we sweet talked our way in there. So she said, I'll let you guys in for a little bit. So we're waiting on her down there, and we're standing there, and the whole window, the whole wall, I guess, is glass. So we're standing there talking, and I said, well, look, there's somebody in there watching that video right now. And it was a woman. She had a t-shirt on. She had curly brown hair. She was looking straight ahead, staring right at that screen, and she was just sitting there, still as can be. And Kevin's like, yeah. So we sit there, and we just kept on talking. We could see the woman. She's right there. So here comes Callie down the hallway. We turn around. I was like, hey, Callie, what's going on? She's like, hey, guys. She's like, y'all ready? I'll let y'all in now. We was like, yeah, you got somebody down here. And she's like, there's nobody down here. I was like, yeah, there is.
She couldn't see the person?
Well, she didn't know. She was walking to us in the hallway, and we said, yeah, there is. There's somebody. And we turn around, woman's not there. And I was like, wait a minute, no. So she was like, no way. And I was like, no, we've been watching this woman for 5 minutes. We go around. There's only one way in, one way out. You cannot get past us. There's nowhere this woman could have went. So right there, we was like, woo, something's getting. And then we got pictures, man. We literally had been there. We walked in I don't know if people watch the show Ghost Hunters. It was probably the second season, first season. They stayed in a room at Stanley Hotel where they had a glass that imploded inward. So the glass busted inward while the guy slept and stuff. So we stayed in that room. So we're in that room and we walk in, we just got there, man. And I just bought this new piece of equipment called a K2 meter, man. I thought I was big time. I was like, I got equipment now. It's not just, it's not just a voice recorder. I got equipment. So, because they believe ghosts give off EMF, electromagnetic fields, and this detects them. And sometimes when that goes off, now you got to watch because a lamp will set it off sometimes, or a power box or something. But I got this little meter, so we walked in the room, set our luggage down. My buddy's like, man, I gotta use the bathroom. So he goes straight in the bathroom and he closes the door, and I turn my little meter on, and it's just blowing up. It's like lights that go up like this, and it's just pegged out. And I was like, man, I just bought this thing and it's already tore up. I was like, this thing's already broken because it was just pegged out, and they don't really peg out. Well, about that time, my buddy opens the door and he's like, what, John? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, dude, you're saying my name. And I was like, dude, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying anything out here. And he's like, John, you just said my name. You were like, Kevin. And I was like, dude, I have not said nothing. So he's like, John, I'm serious. So I was like, well, look at my K2 meter. So it's pegged out and everything. So we start looking around. So we start moving it around. All of a sudden, it would only light up about this high, about a foot off the floor, up to about 3 foot, and then it would cut off. Just in that one section. And I was like, okay, is there wires here? But it's not. If you lay it on the floor, it doesn't do it. You hold it up to the ceiling, it doesn't do it. So my buddy goes, man, I wonder if it's kids. And I was like, oh, man, it could be. We start following this thing around the room. It's moving. It's not holding in one place. All of a sudden, it's gone. Got it over here. We go over here. There he is. It's here. So we ended up that was like we had been there literally 10 minutes 5 minutes when all this had went down. We ended up getting EVPs. We got kids laughing. We got like, come here and jump on the bed. We get an EVP, this little kid. He's like, yeah. I mean, that just started it out. And then.
Well, hold on. This is all the same experience, right?
All the same. The very first time we ever went.
But okay, I'm not. You clearly had your experience, and you clearly know way more about this than me. But this is a professional haunted house, right?
No,
They have tours, and did you pay to go in there? Or?
They do have no. We just rented a room. We did it on our own. So we rented a room, and all we did was take it on ourselves to walk around. We went around the hotel when people went to bed at night. We went outside. It's like where Stephen King wrote a pet cemetery. There's a pet cemetery there where he actually got the idea for Pet Cemetery. He got it from
that movie.
It's nuts, man. But here's the thing, that's just the first. And even if you go for the first time, and you're like, hey, the next time you go, if something happens again, all of a sudden you're like, this can't be coincidence every time. And we took some people. We took a guy from 48 News.
Yeah.
Nick Lau. He was an investigative reporter. He's a lawyer now somewhere, but he was an investigative reporter, and he called us at Halloween. He said, hey, can I take you guys? I'd like to do a piece for Halloween. And he said, I don't believe in ghosts. He said, I think it's silly, but I respect what you guys do. And he said, I would like to go with you, carry my cameraman, and I would like to do an investigative report on it. I was like, sure, man, let's go. So he got us in Athens, got us in Founders Hall at Athens State University. So we go over there and stuff, and he does his intros. We do our interviews and everything. We take him around. We show him some stuff. The thing that got him, talk about that one thing that you're like, okay, now something's not right.
Yeah, where did it happen?
For him, there's something called a ghost box. Is the way to put it. It hits radio stations really fast and like for a split second, like that. And basically, it's kind of like poltergeist. It's white noise, is what it is.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for voices to come over and answer questions, and you can't do yes or no questions because if you your ears will automatically make you think you hear a yes or no because it's hitting. And if it hits a radio station a lot of times, it's like it does that type of noise. Yeah. So you're like, oh, did that say yes or did that say no? So you need to ask it questions where you can get definite answers. And it's just whirling through there, and he's filming us, and I looked and I said, okay, we need something definite. I was like, I think something's here. I said, but I need you to answer this question. I said, what is the name of the town we are in right now? And as soon as I said that thing went Athens, and he like lost his stuff. He's like, no way, that's in Athens. I was like, yeah, it's in Athens, man. And but that kind of started him thinking, okay. And then we had like flashlights turn on. We heard footsteps when we're not there, so it kind of made his mind turn, and then it started building on it.
So you talk about asking questions, and oddly enough, that's exactly what we're here to do with you. So we're going to bet whether you're a ghost.
Let's do it.
And real quick, in case anybody came in late, like Travis said, he came in late. He wondered if it was one of my insane questions that I always ask. When John was on Deep South Paranormal on Sci-Fi Channel. John, that is you, right?
That is me, yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure one of the... You look like Dean from Supernatural there. I mean, go back to that picture. Look at that. He does.
Yeah, about Fat Dean. That's all right.
He looks like real life Dean. Okay. So... So the nature of the show, John, I know you haven't seen it. We're going to ask you some questions. Obviously, you're a quiz master, so you're going to get them all right.
Yeah.
But... Yeah. I mean, we know you are. We know you're going to walk away with all the prizes, but the audience, they're sharp. And audience, John's not going to get any of these right. How do you get them? You be the first person to answer whatever question John gets wrong. So that's the game. You're rooting for the bull, but also, John, we know you're going to win. So let's play.
That again. That was good.
That was, man. That's good.
Did you say play it again?
No, I said we got to use it again. I was excited.
Yeah.
That was good, yeah.
So first,
what prizes do we have on stack for tonight?
Yeah, let's cut over to the prize cam. Prize cam, if you don't mind, if you would be so kind as to show us what.
If it's any of Josh's hair, I'm out. If it's Josh's hair, I'm done, man.
It's the rest of Josh's hair.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what we have. So let's go ahead and put her on solo. How do I do that? There we go. All right, so let's go. First, we're going to play for some Haven Comic stickers, as always. We also have a prize pack with some prizes that were donated by friends of the store. We've got some cards by our friend Justin Lynch. We also have...
oh, good Lord.
They're broken up a little bit.
That's the scariest thing I've ever seen right there.
We have some prizes by Komai Oh My. It is a... what are these things? These little wristlets that we give away. Right there, you'll see that is an 11 figure. It's a Funko Pop.
Did you do that? Because I didn't do that.
No, what? Are they real?
I didn't do that.
I think that's proof.
I was shocked when that happened.
There you go.
We've got a bunch of comics to give away. We've got Smash Up the Game. Prize Cam, if you jump to the top there, I've got The First Rule of Black Magic. That's one of my comics I'm giving away. It's actually stories with accompanying art. I've got a sketch cover I did of Emma Frost right there. And then we do have a signed Marvel Zombies #1. That is by... I'm always getting this right.
Arthur Soydam.
Soydam. Okay. So that's what we got up today. It looks like a nice chunk of prizes for anybody that wants it. We also have some cardboard cutouts of my face you can win. So, we got stuff. Cool stuff. If you win that stuff, you walk away with it. But if the audience, if you miss the question, audience is going to be the one that gets it. You can pick it up at Haven Comics. So question 1, we're going to play for our ubiquitous Haven Comics sticker pack. And, yep, we got the stabby thing in there too.
Yeah.
Give that away every episode so you guys can advertise for us for free. What Swiss-born artist was tapped to design the xenomorph in the Alien film franchise?
No idea.
Okay. If you don't know, you got to guess something. You're going to get it wrong if you don't know. So you might as well pick a name. He's a real life person.
Bob Marley.
Okay.
I really have no idea, man. I have no idea.
You did officially get it wrong. It's
Sorry.
H.R. Giger.
Geiger.
Geiger?
Oh yeah,
It's Giger.
Mr. and Mrs. Geiger's oldest boy. He lives
I'm
up on
pretty
First
sure it's
Street.
Giger.
It's
Mr. and
Geiger.
Mrs. I'm going to look up a pronunciation. Fun
in
fact.
in the Germanic languages, when you have the E and the I like that, it's the way we would look at it. It's the long vowel of the second letter. So it's if it's EI, then it's Geiger. If it were IE, it would be Giger.
I am listening to pronunciation as we speak. Fun fact, though, my brother was actually in an art show with him. So separate, not part of the show.
Wow.
Bonus.
That's
the internet
awesome.
says Giger. The internet is never wrong. All right, Josh, question 2.
Dude, we are on the internet,
Wait.
so we know that to be false.
Hold on. The audience won that.
Yeah,
I got
they
so
did.
wrapped up in how wrong you were. So who won?
Take a look and find out. Who do you think won?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrapped up on this. Do you feel the ghost
Yes,
under
I
your
do.
ponytail?
It's funny, but yes. I had to get used to not wearing this thing around my wrist all the time anymore so that I could just and get the hair out of my way. Yeah, I do still feel it. Like when I go to bed at night and I put my glasses in the little thing and I'm like, oh no, I don't have to mess with that. It's all good. So yeah, it's true.
All right. On my end, it looks like it's Do You Have Beans?
I agree.
All right. It's H.R. Geiger. That's the answer. He's a nightmare artist. He does some terrifying stuff. And he did the xenomorph.
Cool.
He did.
Josh, what are we playing for question 2?
That's a good question. Looks
We've
like the
got-
Heroes at Home book and the lanyard.
Yeah, that's a donation from Carrie Comai. We've also got
Awesome.
if
She
you
does some
see
awesome
there,
stuff.
A Avengers
Doctor
pen,
Who.
and we've got a grouping of trading cards from friend of the store, Justin Lynch. So I think those are
Are
set up
those
in a
part
different
of those
place.
part of the second prize too?
Yeah. So
Rock
just
on.
some cool stuff from friends of the store. So all you got to do to win those is answer question 2.
Yeah, it's so easy. You should get this.
Okay.
What? I'm looking at this question. Oh no, that's a real thing. Okay.
Who was Fred Flintstone's extraterrestrial friend? Should be extraterrestrial. From the planet Zetox.
Oh,
You know this. I know you do.
I know,
Talk it through. What does he look like? Come up with his name. You got this.
He's green.
coming through. Oh man, I'm not gonna think of it.
Yeah, you can do it. Talk your way through it. What does he look like?
Well, I mean,
What's he wearing?
man, I'm a dud, man. I can't think of it. I cannot think of it.
Believe in yourself. Look deep. Say whatever comes to mind.
We
Josh,
had it
Did you literally pull up something saying I was right on your own?
Yeah, because we had it misspelled in the answer to the question, or in the way that somebody put it in here. Anyway, it was spelled Geiger, but because it had the E in the front, it's just Giger, which would be Giger. Yes, you were correct. I was incorrect.
Thank you.
We'll have a lanyard made from my hair. I didn't think of that. I'm sorry.
That's scary, man. That's terrifying.
So who is this guy? Because you're going to kick yourself if you don't know
I
it.
know, man. Because Marvin the Martian's all in my head from Bugs Bunny, and I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm at the pass, man. I don't know.
All right.
Guess something. Just you got to guess something.
Well, I said Marvin the Martian, man. I cannot remember him. So
That's a fair guess. It's not right, but it's.
Right.
I mean, it's fair. It's a guess. He's very similar looking. Josh, on my end, I see.
Who do you see
one true
first?
Zachary first.
Well, that's not correct. That's a different
Who do you
word.
see?
The first one I see that's correct is Jacqueline Cook.
Huh.
Way down there.
It looks like
A kazoo is a musical instrument. The great kazoo.
Hey,
is
we
a
both get to be
different-
wrong tonight. That's my fault. Okay, you're right.
The
Zach, I
great
tried to cheat for you.
kazoo with his little cape and his little helmet.
yes,
His big helmet 'cause he had an enormous head.
yes. Ah,
Jacqueline Cook.
good going, Jack.
This next question is intense. All right, question 3. On
What are we
question 3,
playing for?
we're
Oh,
always
it's got to be
playing for my
intense
art.
to play for that book, man. Look at that cover.
This is the first rule of Black Magic. It is a.
Ah!
It's a collection of short stories that I wrote with accompanying art. A lot of my comics you'll find here first in written form. Art is my passion, and writing is my also passion. Equal passions, 100% the same level of passion. Okay, so for that, to support me as an indie artist, and if you get it wrong, then you hate art. What actor or the character they played, you can get either, from Star Trek, the original series, lost his right middle finger during World War II?
Talk your way through it. Let's hear who was on Star Trek.
Well, I mean, man, I'll tell you what. Now I understand how people feel when you're sitting at home watching the game shows. And you're like, "Oh yeah, that's easy. Come on, you idiot. That's easy." You're like, "Oh,
Just being in the hot seat makes it harder. You get
does.
stress.
I'm gonna say Burns. Wasn't there one named Burns? Burns.
That is not the answer this time. The first one that I see is way up here. I saw Jeffrey first.
Also, the first correct answer I see.
All right.
What was it?
It's Scotty.
Was it Scotty?
Yeah, Scotty, played by
That's
James
why he didn't do this.
Rough.
This doesn't work as well. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Oh my god.
Man. He was the Dane Cook of the original Star Trek. So,
Scotty.
would you? So, as you get the answers right, as you hear,
Oh, somebody's keeping score. Look at that.
Dadgum, it's getting personal, man.
Hey, Ryan's here with us. Rock on. How you doing, Ryan? Speaking of people with a beard that would be perfect on television, this dude has got it.
I can see it in the little. I can see it in his little picture there. Yeah. I can
Yeah,
see it
yeah.
hanging. That's awesome.
Yeah, I have severe
Strong.
beard envy around that guy.
Strong beard, man.
It is. It's strong beard game. I don't know how he does it. Thanks to your mole, we don't have. Wow, their Team YouTube is claiming that Team Facebook has got a mole on their side, somehow sabotaging their efforts.
Oh man.
okay, this next
sure,
one.
that's it, Zach. Everybody believes you.
Yeah.
This next one is exciting to learn. I'm totally excited to even know that this is true. Josh,
What's
you
the
may throw up the
prize?
prizes.
Yeah.
Let's throw them up here. So
Some
for
comic
this,
book.
you are playing for a collection of variant covers for Empire. That is Fantastic Four, and it looks like it's a versus. Avengers versus Fantastic Four. Avengers are always fighting everybody. You're never safe in your comic book world from the Fantastic Four.
Are you about to show me that that's Fantastic Four Antithesis number 2? Can you scroll up to the top and point?
Is it?
Show me that.
Hold that out.
That's number 1. Okay. Because I had somebody come in the store Saturday looking for number 2, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I never thought to look in the variants.
Huh.
Never even occurred to me. So I'm like, I can't find it here anywhere, dude. And so now I was about to feel really bad if we had that. I was like, oh, geez. It just does this on its own. My hair is, if I let it and I keep it cut short, it goes preppy by itself. It like wears Dockers and pops its collar. It's some weird stuff, man.
I want to see a pop collar on you.
I got to wear 2 polos and pop my collars.
Man, don't pop your collar. You're going to get all chapped and chafed and stuff.
That's
out
right.
your neck and stuff.
That's exactly right. What is so hot in here?
Hot in here, man.
It's so hot. All right, so for those comics, we got to get you on the board here, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I'm not a good comic trivia dude.
But you got this. I know you do.
Okay.
What author used the pen name Richard Bachman to secretly publish books because publishers only wanted to print 1 book a year per author, and he was writing new content too fast?
What's the name again?
The author used the pen name Richard Bachman because he wrote too many books and his publishers didn't want to publish more than 1 with his real name on it per year.
Stephen King.
Nailed it.
Hallelujah. 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 He's
How
rocking
cool
the
is
show.
that?
Okay, man.
But also, like, publishers are dumb because those books would have sold way better to have his real name on it.
No, that's true.
Oh.
George R.R. Martin is writing too fast. The publishing world can't keep up with him. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
He published his last book 7 years ago. And that was supposed to be still be book 4, but he had to break it into 2 books and publish that one 4 years before that.
One, two, Zachary.
I'm not bitter.
We do have some Facebookers. Got that right? You guys need to calm yourselves. You're all great, beautiful, smart. You're
And
all
gosh
great in your
darn
own
it,
way.
people like you.
Especially me. Okay. So, John,
Look it out.
if you hear a question
Yep.
that you know the answer to,
Which you're definitely going to know the answer to this because this is not a question for you.
That's how it works.
Of course, exactly.
Do you have the intestinal fortitude to hold it back? Or are you a blurter? If you are a blurter, that's okay. We can take you off. You just got to let us know.
Been called a lot of things, but I've never been called a blurter. Take that back, man. I will hold it back. I will hold it back like Josh after eating Taco Bell in a meeting at Sigma Tech. I will hold it back. Let's do it.
Josh.
Oh, getting
Audience.
called out.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're playing the Canadian bonus question, which means, audience, you are the only ones that can play this. The very first right answer wins $25 to Haven Comics. Haven Comics, the absolute best comic book shop in the entire world, bar none. No challenge to it whatsoever. You can spend $25 there on us. So,
yeah, Travis Goodman called that one correctly. This is typically the comics and death metal question. Others need not apply. He wins this thing all the time. He's going to come in and buy me out of something I don't want to sell for that, but he's going to do it because he earned it.
we already got the right answer. So we don't even need to ask the question. Okay. It's never going to be Ryan Reynolds, guys. All right. 91% of the world's supply of condiment.
Did we show the? We got to show the picture.
Wait. 91. I need to focus. I can't read and also look at these beautiful, amazing cutouts of Two Brothers Comics representing Canada. Their great love for Canada. I wish they were still here so they could see.
Nick and Dustin. That's just beautiful.
91% of the world supply of what condiment is produced in Quebec or Quebec, however you want to say it. If you want to be right or wrong,
is Quebec? Is that correct?
Is it Quebecois or is it Quebecois? Josh, you got to ask them. Okay. All right. I think we had a right answer before I finished the question.
You probably did.
We did.
I'm just going to go ahead and say, okay, that's the right answer. But I was going to say, these are actually pretty good.
Yeah,
I dig those. The Pringles, ketchup flavored Pringles, man, those are. It sounds hideous, but they are good.
Yeah.
They make a lot of really cool chips there, like all dressed chips.
That somebody brought that up. I was just about to ask what in the world that was. What is all dressed?
Like, the prize cam yells, they're like voodoo chips.
I don't know what that is either. I'm not from
man.
New Orleans. I don't know what a voodoo chip is.
You never eat voodoo chips? Voodoo chips are like salt and vinegar chips, but they are like spicy.
Spicy, yeah.
Oh, I don't do spicy.
Yeah.
No, I like to feel the burn. Not at all.
Whoa,
I don't want to feel it going in. I don't want to feel it going out. I don't want to feel the burn.
Josh, I'm guessing. Okay, so you and my mom would get along. One time, I was eating something she made, and I was like, "Why is this so bad?" And she was like, "I don't know. I used spices on it." I was like, "What spice?" And she said mayonnaise. So that's what I
not
just.
A spice.
That's what I just heard when you said what you just said translated to mayonnaise as a spice. Okay. Yep.
I made some ketchup and I used some. I put in a little bit of oregano and some thyme and some mayonnaise. I'm gonna. I have to share a story real quick because this is funny. My aunt, her mother was an interesting woman, and she was making fudge one time and she didn't have her glasses on, and my dad comes over to help her with something, and she's like, "Well, why don't you sit down and have a piece of fudge?" So he takes a piece of fudge, and while he's in the middle of taking a bite, she said,
Please
the funniest thing,
mayonnaise in it.
I didn't have my glasses on when I made that, and I saw the recipe, and it called for marshmallow cream, and I thought it said mayonnaise, so I put mayonnaise in there. So it looked like really good fudge, but it tasted awful.
Oh, my gosh.
It was awful. But here's the thing. He was like, "Oh, my gosh, this is terrible." And she kept it and kept offering it to people because she's like, somebody's gonna like it.
Somebody will like it.
Oh man. The prize cam lets me know all dressed chips are sour cream and paprika. Oh no, okay, it's voodoo. What are you talking about? I don't know what she's saying.
That's what your mom said was a spice.
Oh, paprika and no, sour cream and paprika. She's yelling at me about what my mom uses.
Tell Josh to just have voodoo chips.
Get some voodoo chips. The prize cam wants you to eat some voodoo chips.
That sounds awful, but the One Tree Zachary says he's going to bring some by on Saturday, so I guess I'll.
The One Tree Zachary just became your best friend, and if you don't eat them, you better leave them for me. They're the best chips in the world.
They're good, man. Yeah,
Harris ketchup chips. Is that like German ketchup chips? I don't know. Like hair ketchup chip.
Is that like a hair?
Each chip has one hair on it.
Oh, all
right.
You're insulting the entire culture of chips. You gotta broaden your horizons. Go to the store and get 2 bags of chips you've never eaten, and then we'll come back to this conversation. Okay.
No, they make dill pickle chips. It's hideous.
Man, who wouldn't love dill pickle chips?
Me, because I hate pickles.
All right. We're coming to the prize cam. Prize cam.
Come on, man.
Take us away from this conversation. Okay.
Speaking of H.R. Giger.
You can win this Alien comic. That is a variant of Alien #1, so that's actually probably worth having. Planet of the Symbiotes. That looks like a venomized giant Godzilla, so also probably
that's exactly what that looks like.
And then if you go over here, that's Crossover by Donny Cates. So that's another variant cover. Just some fun books. to keep you entertained. All right.
Hang on, I'm getting a life lesson here.
Ketchup chips sound like pizza flavored chips.
Huh.
Hey, I'd eat pizza chips. I'd eat popcorn chips.
I would eat pizza. I would eat pizza flavored popcorn. I'm dying to try that now.
Man, next time.
Kim Middleton is one of my favorite people.
She's pretty great.
It's pretty crazy.
Okay. John, you ready for this?
Let's do it, man.
Okay. Question 6, Josh.
Yep.
Question 6. For all those good variant comics, in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman film, what question does the Joker like to ask his victims?
This is an iconic line. What's the word for
Yeah, I
that
know.
when a line is iconic?
God, I know this one.
I can't tell you anything at the front, but I can tell you it ends with a question mark.
There are parentheses around it, too.
You're all heart. I know this. No. Give me a sec. Hold on. I know the chat room's just like, bro.
We got a lot of wrong answers, and I would really love to know if they're jokes or not. Like, for instance, my favorite is Riddle Me This. That is the Riddler, Ken.
I also like this one.
Why so glum?
Why so glum, chum?
Like it's Eeyore.
Thanks for noticing me. Why so glum?
John,
What you think there?
Are you Googling something?
No. My phone's right here. No, I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking. Because I know this one. I'm trying to think. My son loves the Batman movies and stuff.
Can you give me the directions to Metropolis? Hey, which way is that Metropolis? Where is that? Is that a left at A-Ramp?
You seen that sissy with an S on his chest?
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? These are great questions. I love it.
Yeah, they are good questions.
Oh, look at this. Throwing it back on Jeffrey.
I don't know. Jeffrey's won something tonight, so maybe he knows what's up. Jeffrey's got the juice.
I'm going to say, do you want to play? But I know that's not right. I can't.
Okay. I respect it. I respect that you came out with an answer.
All right. Who do you see that has the first correct answer?
Me?
Yeah.
I got... I'm not going to count Do You Have Beans in this one. I'm not going to count Jason Edmonds either.
It's close. Okay, that's true. They're close, but they are not quite correct.
Yeah. A lot of pertinent info left out. I think I'm going to go with Doug.
I see that as well.
Do you agree?
I do. That's the first one.
Got all the parts.
You can hear it now, can't you?
Y'all, of course, man. It's iconic. I mean, that's yeah. God, dadgummit. All right.
We got a lot that were really close.
Yeah.
We did. Quite a
Like
few.
to dance in the moonlight? Do you want to dance? Do you dance? Really close.
Do you like pina coladas?
Getting caught in the rain. Yeah.
Do you like pina coladas?
Oh, man.
Well, here we
Get
go.
caught in the rain.
That's a fun one.
That's a good question. That's a real good one. Because it's kind of older, too. So.
It's a good question. It's kind of older.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, it's not,
Oh, no. That's so true. Let me tell you guys, on the Saturday Night Babylon on Two Brothers Comics, they do a thing where because they have a lot of followers, and if you do the super chat, which is like you put in money, it costs like $2 or whatever, although you can give as much as you want. I want them to see this, so you pay money, and it like lights up over here in the comments, right? And everybody who does that, they put their name into a random drawing and spin the wheel, and they send out a prize for that every week, right? King Bean here, Do You Have Beans, man? He does that every time, and he is always this close, but never wins. It's like a thing. It's like, oh my gosh, man! If he bought all of them, if he was the only one who did it, he would still lose.
He was still
It's sad.
He'd land
it's so
perfectly
painful.
on the divider.
That's funny.
Oh,
I
man.
feel bad for him. I'm getting a text right now, as a matter of fact. It looks like Nick Ellis is still blocked. You permanently blocked Nick Ellis.
Hey, I've seen him on the show since then.
But not on his Facebook personal account. You haven't.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
not
I don't know how to
his
do
YouTube.
it. I'm
You're
sorry.
killing me. You blocked Nick Ellis. You blocked one of our best friends. Blocked!
I don't mean to. All right, so
He meant to
speaking
block
of-
him, just not forever.
Yeah, I meant to like kick him out for a second as a joke, but sorry, Nick.
Joke turned bad.
Yeah, riddle me this, right? Okay, so speaking of other things that I've done right and not screwed up, like banning Nick Ellis for life, check out this cool prize you can win for answering question 7 right. It is in the 11 pop with some Eggo.
Okay, that
All
was
you gotta
creepy.
do-
That just keeps happening.
I don't think it's us. I don't think the timing could be us because we keep getting it right.
That's so true. We never ever get it right. If the timing is right, it's not happening.
Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
so
we've got some assistants coming in. Whew, thank
I
God.
think it's on Facebook though, right?
I don't know where
I don't
you blocked
know,
him.
man.
You just
whoever
blocked
wants,
him, and it was
hey,
cruel.
whoever wants to help me, I would appreciate it because I do not like hearing about it. So,
Hey, but so far tonight we haven't talked about iconic movies that you should have seen and haven't.
yep,
Nobody's even
John-
brought that up.
John. If you you're new to the show, so you've missed that I get dragged every single episode for not watching shows that came out 15 years before I was born.
Oh.
So.
That's
Okay.
like somebody saying, Jonathan, Jonathan, that'd be like you complaining you never saw Happy Days. You've seen Happy Days. It came out before you were born, but you've seen Happy Days.
I've seen Happy Days.
Yeah, I mean, give me an example though. I mean, what's one you bust his chops about?
He's never seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What do you want from me?
See, he's
I've
ashamed
seen
of you.
Spider-Man. Okay, so question 7.
Okay.
I heard this too. That's what I thought he was saying too. Because there for a second it did sound like that. But he would have to
Nope.
shave his beard, and I think he would look weird, and I can't envision it.
Nobody is gonna make me feel bad for living my truth. So, Jimmy,
Although now
Jimmy
that
does
I've said
drag.
that,
Jimmy
Live on,
doesn't
man.
do drag. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm me.
now that
So.
I've said that about him shaving his beard, I think if he did, he would be really pretty.
You saw me with no beard a little while ago, and I had to
I
listen
don't-
to how pretty I was all episode.
It's getting awkward.
Just now?
It's awkward for John, so let's continue with that.
All right.
Oh man, John,
Josh cut his hair. You're talking about shaving your beard, being pretty. It's just getting weird, man.
what's next?
Yeah.
Okay, question 7 is our real estate question of the night. I'm a realtor. If anybody wants to buy or sell a house, just talk to me about it. Okay, next. Now that I've got that out of the way, that means this one is about a specific place, a real life place, not a fictional place in this circumstance. So you got that hint, full on hint, person, place, or thing. It's a place. All right. In what historically famous town would you find the infamous Boot Hill Cemetery? Boot Hill Cemetery, infamous. What place?
Yes, that's in it's very haunted too. Tombstone, Arizona.
Nailed it. John, Tombstone, Arizona. Got it totally right.
Throw some ghost shade in there, man. I'm all over, man. Yeah.
Apparently, it's filled with outlaws, cowboys, highwaymen. Have you ever been there?
Never been to Tombstone. Been to a place really close called Virginia City, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little mining town. Probably one of the coolest places. One of my favorite places to go. But love those little towns out there, Gold Hill and places like that.
I feel like speaking of mines, I feel like there's an untapped mine of cool stuff here. What's the creepiest place you've ever been to?
Good point.
Creepiest place I've ever been to would be.
Don't say Jeremy's house.
No, too much. I saw the beard go. Never mind. I would say a place called Goldfield, Nevada.
Nevada.
It is between. I don't know. It's probably about three hours outside of Vegas, between Vegas and Reno. It's in the middle of you kind of go through Death Valley and you come up on this place, and it's a little town. Looks like it's about 100 people in it, maybe 200 people, but right in the dead center of it is this humongous, like 4-story Wendy's at 2. That's about the truth.
Hey, wheelchair superhero, how are you, man?
But any of those places, man, like there's like a 4-story. It used to be like a very, very ritzy hotel right in the middle of this little town. And it's abandoned now, and 150 people live there. Like a place like that is really creepy. It's hard to say the creepiest or what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you. It's kind of hard to say, but another place is like there's a place called Death Valley Junction in the middle of Death Valley, and there's an opera house there, a real functioning opera house. The lady who her car broke down there in like the 1940s, her and her husband, she ended up saying, I'm going to make this an opera house. It's really weird, and it's still an opera house today. But it's a hotel as well. There's like populations like 9, and it's like it's where it used to be miners there and stuff. But it's just like 9 people live in this little bitty town and work at this hotel.
9 people.
Yeah. It's creepy places like that. But anytime you go to some of these places, like these abandoned hospitals in these little towns out in Texas, there's a place called Yorktown Hospital in Texas. That place is just totally insane. So I mean, but let me tell you what, it doesn't matter, man. If you go to any place at night when it's abandoned, it's going to be creepy, man. It's going to be really creepy.
Wow. All right. Now, we were driving back from Chicago. We were all asleep except for the guy driving. He wasn't asleep. But he was on the phone arguing with his wife. So he missed our turn. Mm-hmm. And there was nowhere to take an exit and get off of the interstate and get back on and come back. So we're just driving forever. And finally, we're like, I guess at this point, we should just look at alternate routes to get home, right? So we this is back when we still had maps and stuff instead of just GPS on our phone. So we drag all the maps out and start looking, and we find a way to get home. Phantasm of the Opera. I love it. And so we take these little country roads and zigzagging back through, and we drove through a town. It's spelled Cairo, but it's pronounced Cairo. Cairo, Illinois. Have you ever been there?
No. Never been to Cairo.
Let me just tell you, it was 2:00 in the afternoon when we were driving through there, and that was the creepiest place I've ever been in my life, and we didn't even stop. If you were going to film a zombie apocalypse movie, you wouldn't have to make a set. You just film it there. It's creepy. You drive through this little town. First of all, before we even got into the town, we're on this long bridge. Not different Cairo. I see what you did there. Yeah. Long bridge over fields and stuff, and then there's a river. And there's a stoplight on the bridge, like a traffic signal stoplight on the bridge. And we're like, what in the world is up with this? Is there cross traffic coming? Is there like geese going to fly through here? We don't know what's happening.
Right.
Finally, the light turns green, and so we drive. There is just a massive chunk of the bridge on this one lane missing. And instead of, I don't know, fixing it, they put up a traffic signal on the bridge. So you go over that, and you come into this creeptacular little town where we saw not one single human being. The whole place looks like the last time it saw a coat of paint was in the 1940s. Mm-hmm. There are several trucks and cars, all look 80s vintage, parked in front of a little bar that looks like it was it used to be a Pizza Hut, the old Pizza Hut building.
Right.
The only building in town that looked like it had been maintained or upkept literally had the word, if I'm recalling correctly, I may have imagined this, but I believe it said sanitarium. And it was like a 1920s building that looked something right out of H.P. Lovecraft.
Wow.
And we saw 0 human beings in that town. And we couldn't get out of there fast enough. There's a car full of people. It's the afternoon. It's a sunny day. And we are like, where are we? And how do we get out of here? Because we are all going to die.
Yeah, it sounds like Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something, man. You know what I'm saying? That's weird, man. That is. If you ever get that vibe, though, man, your body will tell you. Your body, you got to listen to your body, man. When you get the vibe of something's not right, you need to go. Don't stick around. It's the best tool.
My body just usually tells me it's hungry and it's lying.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You can't trust it.
We've heard so much about your Taco Bell experiences tonight. So
I'll tell you what.
Oh man. Real quick side note, I think Aaron will appreciate that I stopped to look this word up. Sanitarium, it's just where you treat long-term convalescent patients. So it's actually not even that creepy. It just means somebody cares.
I've been to a place called Waverly Hills in Kentucky, and it's a sanatorium.
I used to live there. Yeah, I've been to Waverly Hills.
Yeah,
I've
done that a couple of times, man, and it is.
You just have to suffer through us being talkative and asking questions to each other and yapping about stuff.
All right, Travis, out of love for you, I'm going to go ahead and move on to question 8. Let's cut to the prize cam.
Smash up.
What are you?
Smash up.
You're playing for a smash up. We're trying to give smash up away. Let people know that it is out there. It exists. In smash up, you can take whatever you want and mix it up with whatever else you want or things you don't want. I don't know. Do what you want to do. So, fun game. All you got to do for Smash Up is answer question 8.
Which I know you're going to get because this is right up your alley.
Okay.
On multiple fronts. What late comedian was the inspiration for Slimer in Ghostbusters?
Wow, that's a good question. Sam Kinison.
Wow, okay. I thought you would know that one for sure.
Sorry, man.
You let Josh down.
I know. Jeez, man, it's gonna make me feel bad, man.
Oh, man.
That's Sam Kinnison's hilarious now. Don't get me wrong, and I can see where you would think that he was the inspiration for such.
It's just the first thing that popped. I don't know the answer, and it's the first thing that popped in my mind because I can see him like. So that's where I went with it.
For Zachary.
Right for this one, we needed a first name for a reason. Everybody will see why, but. Yeah, the one true Zachary is the first one I see with the correct answer because it's the full answer.
Mm-hmm.
And that is John Belushi.
Yeah, he managed to get both answers in before anybody else got it right. So, Jeffrey,
although Kim was close. Kim was close.
So, all right. Once you, Zachary, congratulations. You're going to walk away with Smash Up. Let's move on to question 9. For question 9, you are playing for this sketch cover.
So original art.
Yep. It just drew. I'm going to big in that real quick. It's just Emma Frost, White Queen, on a sketch cover of the Emma Frost, Jean Grey book. Sorry, it's me this time and not the great Tom Price, but this is what you win. So if you're into White Queen or sketch covers or original art, get this right.
That's all you got to do. Just get it right.
All you got to do. Just do it right. Just get it.
You have one job.
All I asked was that you do it perfectly, exactly right the first time. Speaking of, question 9. After being unable to secure film rights to The Shadow or Batman, what new superhero did director Sam Raimi create for his first big budget studio film? This is a good movie, but I'm sad to learn that he didn't have a crack at those other ones.
Read it one more time, man.
Okay. After being unable to secure film rights for The Shadow or Batman, What new superhero did director Sam Raimi create for his first big budget studio film?
I need to go back and watch this one. It's been a long time.
I watched it very recently, and it's bad, but it's bad in a good way.
It was not Meteor Man.
It's a clue.
Or Birdman. Wasn't Birdman either.
Man, that's tough. I feel like I should know this one.
Go through some Sam Raimi movies in your head. He made 2 sequels.
God, what's his name?
Who played in the movie? Do you know who starred in it?
Ron Reynolds?
He has a very special set of skills.
Very special set of skills. Drawing a blank, man. I don't know. Let's say
I don't think this is too big a hint because a lot of superhero movies have this word in the title. It has the word man in the title.
well, there you go, man.
It is not There You Go, Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man. I know it's not Ant-Man, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I
Is that really your guess, Ant-Man? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right. It is, it looks like Do You Have Beans is the first one I see.
I think so, too.
All right. Darkman.
Darkman.
So this came out long before Kick-Ass, right? Like his thing is that he just doesn't feel pain because he's a burn victim, right? Really moved along with his, he took something bad and made it good, and then became a Punisher. So
one thing I learned hunting ghosts, man, is you don't have much time to do a lot. Seriously, like you work during the week, and then you're like, I've never seen Darkman. Never seen.
Yeah.
So
hey.
It stars Liam Neeson.
It's you this week. It's usually me. Darkman's one of the only things that I've seen. It's one of the 10 movies I've seen. Somebody ragged me earlier. Have I seen Tombstone? Didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. No, I have not. So,
such a good movie.
My favorite movie ever. My favorite movie.
Darkman's my
I saw
favorite
it opening
movie.
day at the theater.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I will check out Darkman if you check out Tombstone.
Man, Darkman is trash. It is hot garbage. Do not waste your time on that, and if you do not blame me. I'm not taking responsibility.
Do not blame me.
Stay Puft Jeremy, man. That's what it's called, man.
Dark
man.
Josh, question 10.
As Travis says, go watch Tombstone. It's so good.
No, Travis, no, I'm not.
So good.
No.
All right. It looks like we have got Marvel Zombies Dead Days signed by the artist, the king of zombies himself, Arthur Soydam. The dude can draw some zombies. He's drawn all the Marvel zombie stuff. He drew for The Walking Dead. He has drawn pretty much any book that features people with their heads off or their guts out or just skeletons articulated. He's a scary guy. He likes to draw creeptacular stuff like that. And that's autographed by him. He was just in Huntsville at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. He brings in awesome guests to the show, so if you get a chance, you should come out to it. All you have to do to get that awesome signed book is answer this question correctly. What literary classic is often cited as the first science fiction novel? What literary classic is cited as the first science fiction novel?
Damn, this is like a Jeopardy question, man.
This is a good one.
That's a really good question.
While you're thinking, quick shout out to Owen Anderson, even though he's dragging me here. He writes our questions. He's very good at it. That Darkman question, I feel like is a huge hint. The Shadow. But hey, if you haven't seen it, you haven't seen it. So just want to say thank you to him for supporting and being a part of the show.
Because he's awesome. Yes, what literary classic?
Literary
And that
classic.
should-
That's the
That should you know this book. You've heard of this book. Now, whether you've ever read it, I don't know.
yeah.
But this book is cited as the first science fiction novel.
It's the one with the. Is it the one where you got the little people and he's big and?
It is not Gulliver's Travels.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Sorry, that's my guess. Gulliver's Travels.
Well,
Okay.
I can just tell you it is not Gulliver's Travels.
Okay,
You want to try again?
no.
Okay.
No. I'm so
No.
done with these tough questions. No.
Zach Brinkman got it right. It is Hamlet.
Oh, Hamlet. There you
No, it is not Hamlet. That's hilarious. That's just a
man.
ghost story. Hamlet has a great ghost in it,
Yeah,
but it
Yeah.
is Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
The one true Zachary
Nice.
killing it tonight. Yep, it is Frankenstein. And hey, they're close to that, right? I
Stitching up people from multiple dead bodies.
Yeah, just taking parts out of
they?
the ground, slapping them together. They're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the
All
question
right.
isn't whether they should or can, but whether they should.
Oh yeah. If only that was the question.
If Jeff
Okay.
Goldblum was just there to pose those kind of ethical questions.
I feel like Jeff Goldblum could replace me in the show. So many people try and replace me, but
Stop.
That's an interesting
No,
point now as I
stop,
think
man.
about it. Jeff
Nobody's
Goldblum.
replacing you, dude. Nobody's
Uh,
replacing you.
he'd be fun.
I mean, you're in HR. You could probably do some recruiting. You could find Jeff Goldblum, right?
Yeah, man.
See what he's doing. He might like the chance to wax pedantic.
I tried to get Richard
Oh,
Simmons one time for a health fair, but that didn't work out either. So
That's cool.
I probably wouldn't have a chance for Jeff Goldblum, but it really did. And it didn't work out. So.
That would have been awesome.
Hey, I got to tell a story real quick about, because since we're talking about scary stuff and ghosts and stuff, is that I want to tell how I first met Josh. Okay.
Go for it. That sounds like a good lead.
Yeah,
in.
it's-
Talking about scary stuff.
So it was a rainy
I know
night.
Josh.
It was a rainy night. It was dark. It was thunderstorming, and we were doing this big ghost hunt. And I walked out to take a breather because something had happened. And this man comes stumbling up to me, and he looked like this. And I was like, "What is it?"
What?
And he kept mumbling, "Cuckoo, ka-choo." And I was like, "What is this? What is this man doing?" And
Oh, I'm so ready for this to be Josh.
it was Josh. That's Josh right there. See real close? That is Josh. And that's how I met Josh, when I was like, any man that can stumble around with that on, I'm down with him, man. So that's how me and Josh became friends right there.
Perfect.
I just want to throw that out there, man.
Oh, man. Okay. So
Oh,
the prize cam has tabulated the results. It looks like we've got a lot of winners tonight. The sticker pack went to Corey. Sticker pack went to Corey, and then also the White Queen went to Corey. It looks like Jacqueline Cook picked up the Heroes at Home pack with the lanyard, a pen, or Avengers pen, and Justin Lynch's cards. It looks like Jeffrey Middleton picked up the first rule of Black Magic. Jeffrey, I'll bring that to you tomorrow. Then we also have John. You got the Fantastic Pack for the comics, and you got the 11 Funko Pop. Doug, Fisherman 1031, you got the Canadian question, so that's $25 at Haven Comics, and you got the Symbiote pack, so you've got some comics coming your way. The One True Zachary, you got Smash Up, and then you got the signed zombie comic by Swedam. Am I saying that right? It feels wrong to say that name on TV. Or Facebook, YouTube. I know. Everybody corrects me. I know I'm not on a podcast. I know this is not TV. Okay. And then that's it. That's everything. And also, the prize cam, John, the prize cam believes in you. So, if anything, the most beloved person on the show has
got my back. I like it.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Support you.
Appreciate it.
So,
I'm just trying to figure out why you still have that picture on your phone.
Look,
I know.
I hang this up in my house every year, and it's when you played. When I asked you
Santa
for something.
Claus.
Yeah, and you granted my wish. I mean, I'm just saying. You're all around my house, man.
Hold on. John, put that back up there. This is Josh's Santa Claus?
Yes.
It was Santa's Workshop Santa Claus. It's too whited out. There we go. Yeah, it was a Santa's Workshop Santa Claus. Yeah, I did that. I'm a team player at work.
Josh actually whispered in my ear, the old classic. And I was like, Josh, he goes, why is my hand between two pillows? And I was like, those are not pillows. And that's
a great movie too. Jeremy's never seen that movie either.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Steve Martin, John Candy. John Candy's Canadian. You should know this.
Hey, it looks like Jeffrey has the comic that he won. So, John, you're actually picking up The First Rule of Black Magic, my story.
Oh, awesome, man. Yeah,
collection. So
awesome.
Perfect.
I appreciate that.
My favorite thing that's ever happened on this show, somebody won my comic. The guest won my comic, and it was like, all right, somebody else can have that. And it's like,
Jeez. I'm more excited about that one, man. That's cool.
Awesome. Good. Cool. Also, that was Two
funny.
Brothers Comics. Maybe if he didn't do that, they wouldn't be blocked forever. So,
Totally accidentally did it, but maybe with a grudge.
I got some cool stuff to say real quick. Number one, I think we've decided how Owen, Josh, me, and the prize cam are going to pop up on the show. So if anyone's ever wanted to see me get totally embarrassed about all the bad movies that I've never seen, you're going to have your shot. Once we hit, I'm going to say 200 YouTube followers. Josh, does that seem fair? Does that seem like a fair number?
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
All right. Once we hit
might
200,
actually do that sometime in this lifetime.
I feel like it's a reasonable goal. 200 YouTube subscribers, and I'll take the hot seat to get grilled to be the one who has to watch the what is it here? Graphic. So I'll deal with it. Also, Owen, I was on the academic team in high school, so bring it. And then Canada Day is coming up, and we're going to do the prize cam is going to pop on here. We're going to ask the prize cam some questions. See how that goes. That's going to be fun. Owen, I'd like to have him on our 50th episode. And then Josh, what follow number would you like to see hit before we can ask you questions about movies you've never seen?
That's a good question, Jeremy. And I don't know. Maybe we should put up a poll on the Haven page and ask people what they think.
Let's involve them. Let's give them some agency in how they can trash you. Also, we'd love to see questions. If you have any questions for us, shoot them over to me directly with the answers. Can I MC a battle royale? No.
It'll have to be a rap battle.
Hold on to those. We'll never see Jeremy in the hot seat. Oh, man. Oh, geez. I'm Team YouTube now. I just decided.
Starts creating 65 fake accounts.
Travis, I appreciate it.
All you have to do is sign up and say you want to do it, and that drags you into the schedule for the hot seat there, Corey.
Yeah. Corey, we'd love to have you.
See, I don't believe this at all.
Yeah. Lindsay is very smart.
That seems like sandbagging to me.
Yeah. But who knows? You can ask questions from anywhere.
This looks like a question about Free Comic Book Day. Free Comic Book Day is August 14th. It's going to be awesome this year. It's going to be better than ever. We've got a lot of cool things in store, including, and Jonathan, I know that you know the person I'm referring to here, but fingers crossed, that person will have a up and running food truck that will be at the store on Free Comic Book Day.
That'd be nice.
So that I can go outside and get food at the food truck, and I'm so excited.
Oh, man. Free Comic Book Day is going to be great. Very excited about it. Also, we're going to have a raffle. You bring you bring some food to donate to Mana House. We'll give you some tickets to win some cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff's going to be in there. Original art, other things of value that are cool and fun and exciting. Last piece of news from me about the actual show that we're on right now. We are going to have a 2-time Eisner-nominated comic book creator up in 2 or 3 weeks.
What?
He is the longest running writer on Rick and Morty. He wrote on Mars Attacks. I've had a huge just like art nerd crush on him for I don't know, years at this point. His name is Kyle Starks. So get psyched about that. Start watching Rick and Morty, Josh, and we're gonna have fun. I'm super excited. Look at this. Look at what's happening tonight. We had a
celebrity.
Yeah, John had. How long were you on Sci-Fi Channel?
I was on there about a year, something like that. It was. Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
We had a little run.
That's a year more than me.
It was fun.
Me too.
It was fun, man. It taught us a lot, and it was if anything, man, it kind of got us in. I mean, the same way kind of with the comic book industry and stuff. Mm-hmm. It got us in the circle of people with the paranormal. So all the people that you see on TV now, your Ghost Adventures, your Ghost Hunters, all these different shows, even like the Bigfoot realm and the crypto people. I mean, they're on my phone. I could, they're friends now, and just call them now. So it's kind of cool, awesome. Man. Yeah.
Wait, you mean there's somebody besides me that's on your phone listed as Bigfoot?
Well,
but you hit Bigfoot and it doesn't just call me automatically?
Minus foot, something else. Oh. We'll just go. We'll leave it that. So.
Biggin. Hey, Biggin.
Hey, Biggin.
Oh, man.
Big holler.
Yeah. All right. So what kind of stuff do we bring to the food truck? Non-perishable food items. So jars of peanut butter, canned goods are always popular. Things like spaghetti noodles, any kind of stuff like that. Spices are things that they don't get much of, but people need.
I didn't even think about that.
Otherwise, not mayonnaise and not sour cream, but actual spices.
And no mayo fudge.
Yeah, exactly.
No mayonnaise fudge.
No, none of that. Absolutely none of that. Yeah. And also, Christine is planning to make some raffle prizes for us for Free Comic Book Day because she's awesome.
How many cool people do we have at Haven? I mean, it feels like every single person that walks in the door is awesome in their own way. And that's one of the things I love about this show is I didn't know half of the people here, half of the cool people that come into Haven. I didn't know all this cool stuff that made them awesome. So I'm happy to see all that and learn about that.
Out.
Really cool.
Out. Jeremy banned this person.
Corey, you're fired. You're fired from being on the show.
And you're out of there.
You're out.
Everybody knows you use sour cream and only sour cream for fudge. That's it. No mayo.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Lord.
That's right. Sour cream fudge is the best fudge. We all know it. You're like,
perfect.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh,
well, guys, this has been a great run.
Thank you for joining us, Jonathan.
No, man, thank y'all for having me. I will go hit that subscribe button and and I will encourage. Do you guys have do you have like a link that I could put out? Because I have 4,000 followers on Facebook and stuff, and I'd love to promote it. I could put out a link and tell people to tune in on Thursday nights. I wish if I'd have had one, I'd have done it and said, hey, y'all check me out on there. They could have tuned in on this one, but I'll be happy to help promote, man. This is a great show. It's great people. It's fun. It's, so I'll be happy to do what I can. So
I'll tell you what, I'm going to send you, I'll let Josh send you the YouTube link for this show if you want to share it.
Okay.
For this one that you're on.
Cool. That's cool.
Our friend with the food truck, I'm going to need you to talk to this person and get this person to agree to come on here as a guest because I think that would be a hoot. Oh, Lord, what do we have now?
No, I'm just...
you as Santa Claus.
I'm trying to...
He just wants us to remember.
Just trying to help you. You said the person with the food truck. I'm just trying to...
Right. Yeah, that person right there. That's the one.
She's going to kill us, Josh.
Yes, she is. I didn't even give up the gender of the person with the food truck.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lordy. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Oh, no. I love fried chicken, though. Is your mom ever going to bring fried chicken by the store? Because I would eat that.
No, it's just for me. It's just for me.
Yeah, not for you, man.
I'm not sharing that with anybody except for Lindsay. Okay.
Now I want chicken and waffles with some Canadian maple syrup on it.
That sounds great.
That does sound
I need that in my life.
I ain't mad at it.
I need that. I just had an inspiration.
John, thank you again for being on the show. It was really great to meet you.
I appreciate it. It was fun. Had a great time. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Y'all have a great night.
You.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this after the fact, thanks for doing that. Hit the like button. Tell Facebook, tell YouTube that you like us. If you love the show, share it with your friends. If you hate the show, share it with your enemies. We want everybody to see it and like it. So thank you all for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We have a good time with it every week. And we'll see you guys next time. Well, we might.